comes to the final portion of this tournament.
I think it's really interesting. And again, we have Patty Ann, even though she's an amateur, has been out on the tour for a lot of years, and she owns a lot of WIBC records and everything. But what's happened is they put Wendy up and let her start the match on the lane 15, and they're just trying to put the pressure on her, and so far she's handled it, and she's right back. She just strikes and says, okay, veterans, here we come again.
That's the third consecutive game she's opened that first frame with a strike to get that punch going right away.
She comes up, she's stroking the ball real well. She looks like she did the first 3 days of the tournament, which was just awesome. And then she fell off a little bit, and everybody thought it was pressure. I think it was physical. Patty Ann comes back and matches her with a strike, so maybe we're going to get a match this time that's going to be very exciting.
Conversely, it's the first time one of her opponents has not opened in that first frame.
That's true. Lane 15, Ron, so far has been the backbreaker in all the matches. Everyone has come up, maybe thrown the ball pretty good on lane 15 or on 16, but then they've come over on 15 and split. Let's see what happens to Patty Ann here. She stays down. Has a beautiful ball.
This is the fourth TV appearance for Patty Ann, her first since 1982. Her career TV average, 195, and her TV match record, 2-2. Her match record this year in the tournament, 16-8.
Patty Ann is a stroker. Look how the knee bend, the very beautiful follow-through. She holds it up there an awful long time. But everything else, she is so solid the way she gets to the line and throws the ball. Wendy has pressure put on her. Let's see how she reacts. She comes right back with a strike, and we have an even match.
So both players open up with back-to-back strikes in the first two frames.
Wendy has moved in a little bit now on the lane. She's tightening them up. The TV lights might be getting, drying them out just a little bit more so that the ball is going to hook a little more. She has the speed and the game to overcome this. And now she moves back on lane 15. This has been her best lane. And again, she would like to turn and put the pressure right back onto Patty Ann. She makes an excellent shot. It's so refreshing and so enjoyable to watch a 18-year-old amateur, come into this tournament and handle the pressure the way she is. Again, this ball is right straight up in the pocket. It's not light. It's not high. It's right on the 18th board, and all the pins go into the pit. Patty Ann has her problems. I think, has got a very tough match to do.
Well, in the head-to-head match earlier, Macpherson lost to Patty Ann, as Patty Ann came up with one of her better efforts of the tournament, 247 pins to 165 to win. And now, after back-to-back strikes, she picks up 8 on her first roll here in frame 3. She's down 12 pins at the moment.
That ball went in a little bit deeper than what she had. She got it down just a little bit early at the foul line. She's moved over. She's covered the spare with the 6 going to get the 10. Patty Ann, most of the time, except on the 10 pin, she'll move left. She'll change her mark over to the third arrow and shoot cross lane at the spares. Her other one, she will move her mark according to dots when she shoots her spares. She'll stand in the same place as she does for a strike and move the ball target to the left, a couple boards for each pin on the side. She is, again, one of the, basically standard stroker players. She does not hook the ball a lot, but she's very strong and the ball rolls well. Here she comes back, leaves a solid 6-10. It's what we call a fast 8 in bowling, and it's does not appreciate, the fact you're in the pocket, the ball is driving hard. The 2 pin, instead of going back and getting the 6, will go straight up in the air and over the top. See, it wraps around the 6 and the 10, or the 4-7, excuse me, and we're, coming up here. Patty's going to move over. She'll move her mark about 4 to 5 boards over. She follows through and makes a spare.
14 pins behind after 3. And Wendy Macpherson with a triple going up here in the 4th.
Wendy's come out with a turkey and thrown 3 in a row, and she's just been very, very impressive. She's just has not allowed the pressure to become a factor in these matches because of her fast starts. And again, she has Patty Ann to a position where she can put a lot of pressure on her. Comes up, the ball's in a little bit, the ball is perfect. She carries a 7 pin. The ball was just a little bit high. The 4 pin went off the wall. It comes and gets a 7 coming across. You'll see she's in a little bit tighter than she's been. The ball's going to hook up, but it holds because of her speed. She's able to maintain the speed. This 4 goes off the wall and carries a 7.
Well, in her second match with Cheryl Daniels, Wendy opened with 4 consecutive strikes before missing in the 5th. She's got 4 going now here in her 3rd match.
She's coming up again. 15 has been her best lane. She carries the wall shot. That's a light hit for the pins. Just go, everything goes to the left. She'll carry the 5 pin when the pins are coming off the wall. Again, she goes right on this shot. It goes out to about 9. The ball does the 9th board just outside the 2nd arrow. She's a little bit light, but look at the ball. The pins come off the wall to carry the 4 and the 5 pin out. Patty Ann needs to come back, and she does. So it's a very excellent shot. She is really not paying much attention to what Wendy's doing. She's concentrating on her own game. She knows that the only thing that she can do is to throw strikes, and she can't do anything about what Wendy is doing, which is throwing a lot of strikes right now.
Yeah, 5 in a row in this match, and Wendy, who won by 48 pins her first match, 76 her second, out in front here 34, despite the fact that Patty Ann's done a pretty good job. 3 strikes, a couple of spares.
Patty needs this one right here, and she's come up and thrown an excellent shot. And I think for now, the first time, Ron, that we've got some pressure placed back on the amateur. Patty Ann has showed that she is going to throw the ball every time in the pocket now. She's made the adjustment. She's been on the lanes long enough. That is where the advantage, and we've had a lot of controversy in later years about sometimes it's a better advantage to start off right from the 5th and 6th position than it is to be the tournament leader, because the person in the 5th or 6th position can study the lanes a little longer and get locked into what the shot is. Wendy comes back, and we've got the first 6 strikes in a row.